few moments later.
Seconds left. The Hawks can tie it with a 2 or win it with a 3. Here comes Murray. A 3 for the lead. He made it with 2 seconds left. Dejounte Murray puts Atlanta up 109 to 108.
Where'd you go, Psycho Boy?
I felt like destroying something beautiful.
Congratulations to Dejounte Murray. You passed your audition with flying colors, and you're hired. That whole thing was going around. He posted the picture of the banners, and he was already in heat talks with the trades, and then he comes on in and heater up 4 points with 30 seconds left. And I'm sitting there, like, what could go wrong? What could go wrong? Oh, Josh Richardson does a moronic foul, and then we have a down 2, and then we have a terrible possession, and nothing happens, and then Dejounte Murray hits a pull-up 3, and they're up 1, and then we have another terrible inbounds play, and that's that. And, on Udonis Haslem's big night, just gross, just all around gross. That's why I'm not even gonna put my ugly mug on the screen for this. I don't really feel like it. And one thing I really just don't understand, I don't understand why Duncan Robinson doesn't play more. Why is Duncan Robinson only playing 21, 22 minutes a game? The guy was solid these last 2 games. He has 14 points. We were 2 for 35 in the first half from 3 in our last 3 games. 2 for 35. And then Duncan comes in the first half and hits, what does he have, like 4 3-pointers? Let him play. Let him cook. He's hot. If Duncan's hot, let him play. Why is Kyle Lowry playing more minutes than Duncan Robinson? Can someone explain that to me? Maybe I'm the idiot. I don't know. And Josh Richardson, I swear, the guy, he only plays 21 minutes, but for something about him, it feels like he plays 40 minutes. It feels like he plays the whole game. And I look at Josh only played 21 minutes. It felt like he played 41 minutes. So I'm just going to be rambling here. I'm just sitting on my couch. I'm watching a Miami Heat podcast, and I'm sitting on my couch, and I'm just going to do a little ramble stream of conscious about this game. It's very discouraging. I don't know what I did. I was playing basketball and I strained my calf or something. So I can't even play basketball. That annoys me. This loss annoys me. The Raptors loss annoys me. I'm very annoyed. As you see in my other videos, I can't figure out the stupid lighting and mics, and I'm just very aggravated. And then when I heard Trae Young wasn't playing, I said, oh no. You know how this Heat team is. Anytime we play a team and they're missing their best player or a couple of their best players, oh, forget about it. It's always bad news. You're up 4 with 30 seconds left. My God. How does that happen? We really miss Jaime Jaquez, man. These last 2 games I'm sitting there like, God, I miss Jaime Jaquez. And it's like we have to be that reliant upon a rookie. That's not cool. But hey, it is what it is, man. I mean, the kid had a 15-point first quarter in the game he got hurt. I mean, what other rookies are doing that? Has Chet or Wemby had a 15-point quarter this year? Maybe they did, but there ain't a lot of rookies in the NBA that are having 15-point quarters. Let me tell you that. And we miss him. I can't wait for him to get back. But this was another game where we had another really sluggish restart. 1 for 7 from 3. Hawks are on a 7-0 run. And like I said before, I thank God for Duncan Robinson, because in the second half, I think we were up to like 5 for 8 from 3. So we finally got out of that 3-point slump, and it was Duncan. It was Duncan getting us out of that. I mean, 2 for 35 from 3 in the first half in the last 3 games. That is brutal. We shouldn't be relying this much on Kyle and Josh. I wish we got more Haywood minutes. I wish we got more Duncan minutes. The guy from the Miami Heat Beat podcast, Alphonse Sidney, he posted some really interesting stuff about how much better Jimmy, Bam, and Duncan mesh than Jimmy, Bam, and Tyler. And there's a part of me, I'm standing by it. I still think like Tyler and Jaime would just kill it in the second unit. And it's not that Tyler is bad. It's just a fit thing. It's a fit thing. But I don't know. It's never going to happen anyway. They're not going to. This is going to be interpreted as a demotion, even though it shouldn't be interpreted as a demotion, and it's not going to happen. So I don't know. But sometimes the Jimmy, Bam, and Tyler thing, it can just get a little stagnant at times. And I know they combined for 71 points, but it doesn't always translate into wins. I don't know. There's just something off about it. At the end of the second quarter, Jimmy and Duncan combined for 27 points on 10 for 13 shooting. In the third quarter, I gotta be honest. I'm gonna be completely honest here. Third quarter, I was watching the end of the Nuggets and Celtics game because I didn't want to miss that. That was a great game. Go check out those highlights. Nuggets finally broke the Celtics 20-0 home record or whatever. Great game. Jokic is ridiculous. Guy's the best player in the world. And we had a great start to the third. We were up 5. Tyler hit some back-to-back threes. We were up 8 at one point. We went on 11-2 run. We ended up being up 2 going into the fourth quarter. Josh had a nice and 1 3 off of a broken play. We're up 5. Another bad thing about this game, we had 16 turnovers. I mean, the Hawks had 13 turnovers, but that's the Hawks. They're kind of a little bit of a mess sometimes. The Hawks are weird. Like sometimes they're a mess, but when they have their you-know-what together, they're very good. But we can't have 16 turnovers. I mean, what are we doing? And I wish Jimmy Butler would shoot more. I mean, he had one really, really nice turnaround jumper. And I said, wow, I wish Jimmy would tap into his mid-range shot more. I've said it a million times in other videos. I feel like all the time he'll get the ball passed to him and he'll be in that kind of little mid-range distance from the basket and he'll be dribbling and kind of like floating around a little bit. And all the time, I'm like, Jimmy, just pop a jump shot. You can shoot that shot all day. He's not bad at that shot. It's almost like that shot that Bam shoots a lot. But I don't know, and Jimmy never takes it. He likes taking those 2-3 dribbles and trying to get to the basket and draw contact instead. After that Jay Rich 4-point play, the Hawks go on a 10-1 run, and then we end up going on a 10-2 run. And then the rest is history. The terrible, we're up 4 with 30 seconds left, and then the Jay Rich terrible foul. We have that possession where we don't score. We're up 2. Murray hits that crazy 3. Then it's 2 seconds left, and that inbound play just didn't really go well. I don't get why Caleb was inbounding. We can split hairs with that last play. We shouldn't have been in that position in the first place. So there's a lot that needs to get figured out with this team, and I really feel like this Celtics game coming up will be a really good barometer of where we really are, because hopefully we'll be fully healthy by then. It's in Miami. Hopefully their mindset will be getting revenge for UD. And I think that's a game where the Heat are really, really going to try to bring it. And you're really going to see what this team is made of. But there's obviously a lot of issues. I'm skeptical of the Jimmy, Bam, and Tyler chemistry. I'm skeptical of how we're using Josh Richardson, how we're using Kyle Lowry, how we're not using Duncan Robinson enough. We're not really using Haywood enough. It's glaringly obvious how much we miss Jaime Jaquez. If this is the roster that they're going to ride with, you got to figure this stuff out. We're halfway through the season, or are you going to actually make some trades? You watched that game last night and say, yeah, Dejounte Murrary passed the test, passed the audition, passed the job interview. You're hired as far as a lot of Heat fans are concerned. This is the second game in a row the guys hit big game winners, 2 games in a row. But I gotta be honest, like I don't know. It doesn't seem like the Heat are gonna do anything. They don't really seem to make big trades. So I'm not getting my hopes up. But I think they can figure it out. I don't think anybody knows what the answer is as far as what the right starting lineup is and what the right rotations are and who should close and all that. And it's going to take some experimenting. I mean, we've had, 23 different starting lineups this year? I mean, last night was another new starting lineup. Now Kyle's not starting. I don't know. It's a mess. We're kind of a mess right now. I'm still looking at the big picture. And once again, I still think that we're fine in the East. I don't think we're fine in the West, but I do think we're fine in the East. Maybe I'll sound like an idiot after if this Celtics game goes really bad. But like I said, I think that's going to be the big barometer to see where we're at. So we got the Magic tomorrow with no Franz Wagner. Then we got the Grizzlies, who have a whole bunch of people out. And then the Celtics. The next two games, definitely winnable. And then the Celtics is the big test. And that's about it.